I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I haven't said that in a while. I used to say that every day at school. God bless this country, and God bless all of them, all the fallen soldiers that have given up their lives and died for this country, this great country. It's still a great country. I love this country. I love humanity. I love God and my family. And today is a kind of a hard day for me because, I mean, honestly, today, I guess it puts an exclamation point on what I try to do over the last few years, as far as, like, you know, I always knew I was patriotic, but I'm really patriotic now. It's almost like, you know, you love your children, or you know you love your mom or your dad, or you really know you love a certain person, and you know you kind of take them for granted because they're always there or whatever. But once somebody starts messing with them, then you really know how much you love them. And what has been done to this country, I really know I love my country, and I'm willing to die for it. That's why I was in the military, and I will die for my country. I'll die for my family, and I'll die for what I believe in. And I know you guys will too. And we got to maintain our freedoms, man. We got to fight for these freedoms. And a lot of people that died for this country died for those things, for our great Constitution and what those great men wrote before that with the Declaration of Independence. They knew they were going to die if they didn't conquer something that was a lot bigger than them at the time. And right now we're fighting against a lot of tyranny, man. I've been reading the Declaration of Independence now every morning. You know, I usually read the Constitution, but I've been getting into the Declaration of Independence again. I kind of switch back and forth, and man, it is so many similar things that our founding fathers were going through with the king, that we're going through now with these people and the globalists and stuff like that. It's not about left or right, ladies and gentlemen. It's about good or evil. And I'll never stop fighting, man, when it comes to this country. I just can't do it, man. As you can see, this is a long video, and I know it's going to be long because I got a lot of things to say. First, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting me, despite not being able to have free speech on a free speech platform and in a free speech country here on YouTube and in America. I'm not saying my content is great and everybody should watch it. My content is not for a lot of people, but I know for a fact that my videos are being shadow banned and I'm being suppressed and things like that. A lot of things happen on my channel behind the scenes. I get a lot of messages. I get videos taken down all the time and stuff like that. And even if I wasn't making these videos, the reason I do it, by the way, is so I can be more efficient and reach more people. I'm still out here talking to people and stuff every single day. You know what I mean? But I want this message to spread. Again, it ain't about me. It's about the message. And this is why I need you guys' help, man, because, and it's not all about donating to the channel. That helps. It definitely helps. And I haven't really received a lot of that. And for you that have done that, I really appreciate it. But what you can do to help is obviously donate, because I can't be at two places at once. I consider myself a hard worker and kind of a hustler, not in a bad way hustler. I'm saying I can go out there and hustle up some money if I need to and stuff like that. I've always done that. But it ain't really about me. Honestly, if I can make $1,000 a day out here hustling and doing my thing and buying this and flipping that and whatever, let's just say I can make $1,000 a day, or I can make $50 a day. And in the first scenario, not make any videos at all, right? But if I can focus my day on doing research and editing and shooting videos and putting content together. And if I can make 50 bucks a day and reach a lot of people, I would definitely take the latter. So it ain't about the money, because I can go out here and make money, trust me. It's about the message and what's going on here in America. Unfortunately, I have to make money though. You know, I live in and we all live in a capitalistic society, even though we're dealing with some Marxists who pretend to be not capitalists. BLM, thank God that CEO got fired and BLM is shutting down, because they're Marxists, they're capitalists and Marxists pretending to be not capitalists, even though they took everybody's money. I told everybody about that. You know, I do have bills to pay, and I do have things to do and to pay for. And if I'm out here trying to provide content for you guys, man, I really need your help sharing these videos. If you don't have the money, I understand that. If you can't donate, I completely understand. Giving me your time and watching these videos really does help. That's the bare minimum you can do, but what you can really do is share the video, hit the like button, and leave a comment and crack this algorithm, man. Please just don't be a participant that just sits there and watch the videos and go to the next one. Please, guys, watch the video all the way to the end. I know sometimes I get boring and I say the same thing over and over again, but if you really want us to get our freedoms back and stuff like that, and help support this mission and my life mission, please, whatever you can do to help, I really appreciate it. I really do, seriously. Sometimes when I don't make videos, it's because I got to go out here and work and make some money and stuff like that. It's not because I'm being lazy or anything like that. I just have bills to pay, just like you guys do. And thank you in advance for your support, whatever you can do. Again, whatever you can do. A lot of things going on out here. You know, Ron DeSantis went on Twitter, and guys, we are in a paradigm shift. I hope you guys understand that this world is changing a lot. Okay, I remember when the social media stuff first came out. That was a paradigm shift. When the smartphones and stuff like that, and people can just literally talk to each other and see what's going on, in the world within seconds. That was a paradigm shift within a paradigm shift of technology and computers and stuff like that. Well, another paradigm shift within that paradigm shift of social media is Twitter, man. And let me say this before I talk about Twitter. God bless Elon Musk. God bless that man. Again, let me say this, okay? I don't look at anybody as a martyr. Not one man or woman is going to save us, okay? I don't idolize people. You know, you have to idolize God and stuff like that, and Jesus, or whatever spiritual or religion you follow. You can't idolize false idols and human beings and stuff like that. But I can damn sure admire him and look up to him. And Elon Musk, what he's doing for humanity, you got to give that man credit, whether you like him or not. Just put aside everything else he's doing for humanity with SpaceX and Tesla. I'm not really with the electric cars, but that's just me. But all the other stuff that he's doing. But for him to go out there and fight against people that have, compared to these people, he has chump change in money compared to these people. And I'm serious, okay? The closer, the quintillionaires are, the closer you get to the money printer, the more you have. And as a politician, by the way, you shouldn't be getting rich. Just like the great Carrie Lake said. I'm going to break down a video she did about 5 days ago after she lost her court case. She had one of the best speeches I ever heard. And boy, do I want that woman to be the White House press secretary. But anyways, Elon Musk is going against people that make him look like a pauper, okay, when it comes to money, power, and influence. These are people behind the curtain, ladies and gentlemen, and it ain't the 1%. And it's not the 1% of the 1%. You do 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Say that a few times, and they probably got them beat. And for him to risk his neck and to do all these loans and everything else to get the greatest town hall we've ever had in history in Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, and to put all that stuff and his reputation and everything else on the line, because he already knows, even though he's a Democrat, if you don't go along with what they say, you're evil, you're bad. My God. You got to give this man credit for what he's doing. And saying this man will have a statue is an understatement of the year. What he did the other day, that town hall meeting, when Ron DeSantis did, even though it started off really shaky, that's going to be the first of many presidential, any kind of free speech stuff you're going to see. And these people can say whatever they want. This is really going to be big for RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., because he is the reason. Let me make myself clear when I say this. He is the reason why there's not a Democratic primary, right? They need you till they don't need you. Right now, Biden is the man, or Brandon is the man right now, until they don't need him anymore. Because you see, they start to leak certain things out. Even CBS News came out with the news about the laptop, even though everybody knew about it 2 years ago, and all the things that affected the selection in 2020. And yeah, I said it, the selection, that would have been a big thing if everybody knew about it, but of course they suppressed it. And you know what else they suppressed in the selection of 2020, but we won't get into that because this video won't be put up, because again, free speech ain't free speech. So until they figure out what they're going to do with Brandon, you know, because they still have about 19 months until the election. It's the end of May. Election's in November, early November, so I don't know how many months that is, depending on his health and what he's doing. Who knows who they're going to put up there. My bet is, I think they're going to get rid of him in the next 6 months. Not like kill him or nothing. They're going to get rid of him in the next 6 months, and then they're going to put up Gavin Newsom from California. You're talking about the perfect, evil guy trying to pretend he's good. Justin Trudeau and Gavin Newsom are the same man to me. They're both just completely pure evil, those two men. But RFK Jr., even though he's a Democrat, he's an old school Democrat, and they're terrified of him, even more than Donald Trump, because they already painted Donald Trump in a picture. They're scared of Donald Trump too. They want him gone, but they're even more scared of RFK because they don't want, he can't be controlled. So if RFK, and as quickly as he's coming up in the polls, if he comes up and starts getting close to Brandon, that's not good. So what do they have to do? They have to slander him, even though he's on the left side of the field. He's an American and he loves his country, and you know what's going on with these people that control everything. They hate people. They hate us. They hate God. They hate the country, and they hate freedom. They're evil, pure evil, and we know this. Anybody that stands up for the things that we stand up for, they will shoot you down. The people, most of the people on the left side of the aisle that's being controlled, not all of them, and some on the right too, by the way, that are being controlled by these people, you never see them talking about God bless America and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and talking about the amendments until the 14th Amendment, of course. I'll talk about that. And by the way, that went through. I'll talk about that in a second. That was all a sham too, but the Declaration of Independence, God bless America, the Pledge of Allegiance, they won't say any of that stuff because they don't care. They just want to keep Americans stupid and poor and dependent. And dependent, I said, not independent. They don't want you being a business owner and having employees or having a great job and not needing them. Oh, no. They want to keep you stupid, poor, and ignorant to what's going on. That's why social media for them, they love TikTok and all these other things. TikTok should not be in America. Not because you shouldn't be able to have the freedom to do it, but you know who owns that. And that's why Donald Trump wants to get rid of it. You know what I mean? The people that had that balloon over our country, that went literally across the country until it was done doing what it was doing, and then we shoot it down after it gets to North Carolina. It's unbelievable what this administration, or excuse me, this people that are controlling this administration has done. Boy, YouTube's gonna love this. Guys, you gotta hit the like button. You know me. My wife gets so mad at me. She goes, Jerry, you can have so many subscribers. Why don't you be like this guy or this guy? I can't do it, man. I can't be fake. You know what I mean? I will not sell out. I'm not doing this for money or likes or clicks. I'm not doing it for that, man. I'm doing this to get the truth out, and that's the truth. And I can't do nothing but tell the truth. I know you guys get angry at me about talking about Bitcoin. I get it, man. I understand. But I'm gonna say this, just like we say in Bitcoin, because I'm a Bitcoiner. I'm a Bitcoin evangelist and I'm a silver ambassador. But let me say this: don't trust, verify. That's what Bitcoin's all about. The freedom money, Bitcoin. Do not go by what I say. Take what I say and listen to other Bitcoin experts, not people that are in precious metals who don't know anything about Bitcoin. Take the Bitcoin white paper, Google it, say Bitcoin white paper, download it to your computer or on your phone and read it. Read it. And then if that doesn't sell you and you don't understand that, understand how the network works. What is the blockchain? How come they say TikTok next block? Why is it every 10 minutes? How come from January 3rd, 2009, all the way up until now, these blocks keep on ticking? Every 10 minutes, there's transactions coming in on those blocks and it hasn't been stopped. Can Bitcoin be stopped? Ask yourself that and find out how. That's what I did. I looked for everything wrong with Bitcoin. That's why I love it so much. Bitcoin is the hardest money in the world. What do I mean by that? You can't make any more Bitcoin. It is completely deflationary. Everything on this planet, which is infinity, is divided by 21 million. Everything will be priced in Bitcoin one day. I know that sounds strange. That's like telling the people on the horse about the locomotive. How do you price something like that? You don't. We can always buy more houses or build more houses. Anything we can get more of. Gold, silver. If we need it, we can get it. Bitcoin was made, some people think by aliens, but it was made to be a perfect money, a perfect ledger, an immutable ledger. You can't change it. Whatever's written on that ledger, whatever happened on block 835 will always be there. You can't change it. You can't commit crimes on it, because you do. It's written right there. It's absolute, almost perfect technology. It was made to be money. That's what it was made for. Gold and silver were not made to be money. We made it to money. Why? Because it was precious. There wasn't a lot of it. You couldn't destroy it. You couldn't create it. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. You cannot create or destroy Bitcoin anymore. I know you guys think, what the hell are you talking about, Jerry? It's just a computer network. Very true. People have tried it 20-something thousand times with these shit coins. The reason why we use gold and silver for money is the same reason we use seashells and everything else, is because it was physically to say, okay, here we can do this, and it's finite until it wasn't. Then they started creating all these different seashells and started counterfeiting gold and silver coins by putting other metals into it. The reason why I say gold and silver are great, they are God's money, and they are, and they're written in the Constitution. But the reason I say Bitcoin, to me, in my opinion, based on the research I've done, is a better store of value and also a medium of exchange. It's simple. You don't see anybody transacting in gold and silver. And let me say this, guys. I don't know, even though I shouldn't have to say this, I gotta scratch my back. Even though I don't have to say this, I love precious metals. I've had plenty of gold, and I got a lot of silver, and you guys know that. And until I found out about Bitcoin, it was the best. Gold and silver are the best, and platinum too. Way better than fiat currency. If there was no Bitcoin, I'd be 90% of my assets in the gold and silver outside of tangible assets I need, like my pew-pews and food and water and all that stuff. But the reason why I say Bitcoin is an upgrade, because it was made for this, number one. But number two, you can't create any more of it. I can take it anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Even if I took all my silver, because I have no gold, even if I took all my silver and platinum, and let's say I didn't have any Bitcoin, right? And I needed to leave the country, either on a plane or on a boat or whatever, because you got to check into something. And I transferred all into gold. And let's say I had $250,000 in precious metals and I had them in gold. So I don't know how many coins that is. I'm not going to do the math, but you know how many coins that is. Unless you put it up somewhere where the sun don't shine, and they'll still find it. They can take that and confiscate it. Why? Because you can't have over $10,000, which is crazy now. That's stupid that I have $10,000. You can't have over $10,000 in wealth without being questioned about it. That's all about control too, by the way. With Bitcoin, and a lot of people get confused by this. When you see those little hard drives you think I have, and I have a few of them now because I've been trying different ones. Bitcoin is not on that. All those little hard drives, dude, you see with the Ledger Nano X I had. The other day I showed the coin, the Cold Card, Blockstream Jade, and the Trezor Model T. Is the Bitcoin is not stored on those, okay? All you do is this. You buy the Bitcoin on an exchange, yes? Whether it's, what's that one? Coinbase, Binance, Strike, Cashapp, wherever you buy it at, PayPal, Venmo, wherever you want to buy Bitcoin. You can buy it anywhere now, pretty much. You take that, and then you buy one of those cold storage devices, and then when you turn it on and start it up, they're going to give you a 12 or 24 word passcode. And that's just a little word, some words to decipher a long code that you can never break. If nobody finds that code, they'll never break it. They don't find those words, they can't break it. You write it down on a piece of paper if you want to, and then that gives you access. That can put your Bitcoin, gives you access to the blockchain, and you put it on the blockchain attached to those words. The device has nothing to do with that. You can lose a device, get a new one, and put that same 12 or 24 words in, and you got your Bitcoin back. This is the first time in history, ladies and gentlemen, that I can transfer my wealth to myself, to my family, like I said, to myself overseas. I can break all my little gadgets, all my little cold storages, and memorize those words in my head. I can transfer it all into one cold storage, into one thing. Let's say I had 5 Bitcoin. I can put that in my head. Nobody knows the difference. Even if I did decide, because the cold card looks like a calculator on purpose. Even if I brought that, and let's just say they know what it is, and they try to confiscate it, because the words are not, the password's not written on there. I can say, I don't know what that is. It's a calculator. And they say, oh, we trying to get your Bitcoin and blah, blah, blah. And they can threaten me and do whatever they want. I don't have to give it to them because I don't have it written down anywhere. It's in my head. That is the first time in history that we can do that. The silver is very heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I know. I got a lot of it. And I got a lot of silver, the stuff that I like. Constitutional, Englehards, Johnson Mattheys. For you Bitcoiners, try to get you some of that. Stuff they ain't making no more. Bitcoin is the first monetary asset we've ever had in history that can give us freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is going to be divided by Bitcoin in the future. You're going to look back at these times, and it's almost going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so obvious, right? Like the internet is so obvious. Amazon was so obvious. It wasn't obvious when it first started. A car was obvious. A locomotive was obvious. They weren't obvious when they first started. I just downloaded the Lightning Network. A friend of mine here on the channel, he donated to me, asked me if I had Lightning. I said, no. He goes, well, why not? I said, well, I'm just stacking my Bitcoin. He goes, well, if you're basically, in a nutshell, he said, if you're just stacking it, if you're not sending it or spending it, is it really money? Because I've been stacking it for some years. I said, you know what? So I downloaded a hot external wallet, meaning a moon wallet that I can have on my phone that is on the internet. And it's almost, a moon wallet is almost like a wallet you have in your pocket. So if it does get stolen or somebody steals it, you only have a few bucks on there, just like your wallet. My bank account are my cold storages, because it's cold because it's not on the internet. He sent me $5 and it got there like that. Like that. Now, I've sent Bitcoin before using my cold storage to my daughter's cold storage like that. And I have to wait a few minutes because every 10 minutes is a block. And it'll come within 10 minutes or something like that. But with the Lightning Network, it came within, I think in a second, maybe not even. He said, I sent it, look up, it was there. It cost 1 cent to do that. Now, this is in 2023. What do you think it's going to be like in the future, ladies and gentlemen? My point being is this. We're in a paradigm shift right now with the artificial intelligence, with Twitter, with Ron DeSantis talking to 700-something thousand people, the biggest town hall meeting in history of mankind, live, even though it messed up. Trust me, the next time it won't be messed up, and if it does, it won't mess up as bad. It'll keep getting better and better. Like I said, artificial intelligence, that'll be transacting in Bitcoin because they know that's the hardest money in the world. We got the CBDCs coming. We got a lot of stuff coming. And guys, again, you won't find too many people that have as much silver as I have and love silver like I do. But I have to be realistic. Even though I hate AIs and I don't want them to be here, they're coming. Do you think they're going to be passing silver coins together, back and forth together? No. Do you think human beings are going to do that? No. We transact on our phone now, through Apple Pay, through your bank account on the phone. Except those transactions don't finalize until a few weeks. It'll show on your phone, but the person that's getting them don't get them for a few weeks. Bitcoin settles in the speed of light, and it's only going to get better. We have to fight for our freedoms, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe Bitcoin is freedom money. I believe each and every one of you love your freedom, love your fallen family members or friends that have died for this country. And because of these things that happen in this country, I hate to say that, Memorial Day is not just for people that died, to me anyways, for America or in the war. It's just dying for your freedom. And what's going on here today, we can't stop fighting, ladies and gentlemen. We can't. This car's right behind me. So, I'm gonna say this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hot one today in Las Vegas. Whew. Gotta go home and get some water. When I take these walks, I take a big gulp of water. Keep fighting, keep stacking. Learn everything you can about Bitcoin. Get off of fucking zero and get you some damn Bitcoin. Get a little bit and find out what's wrong with it, like I did. And don't listen to people that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Download the white paper, find out about the blocks. And once you go down that rabbit hole and realize what you're sitting on, you are sitting on something that's probably going to be bigger than the internet and definitely bigger than Amazon. Okay, because without the internet, there would be no Bitcoin. But it's definitely going to be bigger than Amazon, because I can't say for a fact, if I had to bet, that Amazon's going to be here 200 years from now. I think Bitcoin will be here for thousands of years. I really do believe that. And once you look at it and figure out, because I two things, it's hard for me to go to sleep because I think, what can stop Bitcoin? And I haven't found anything yet. And the people that I listen to think about that all the time. There's nothing that can stop it. With the debt ceiling, let's talk about the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling was absolutely nonsense. Okay, you guys know that. In the package, one of the packages, they wanted to charge the Bitcoin miners 30% for electricity or energy usage. That shit didn't fly. Cynthia Loomis said that. Look up Cynthia Loomis, by the way. Bitcoin advocate, Republican. There's also a few Democrats and Republicans have been coming together too. More moderate Democrats though. Have been coming together across the aisles and talking about this Bitcoin technology because we need it. We have to have it. If we do not have it, it's going to be crazy. The debt ceiling is all about what? It's all about power, control, and the money printer. Who can control it better? The Democrats claim that the Republicans are trying to stop people's benefits and stuff like that, and the Republicans are saying that the Democrats are spending too much. It's all nonsense. Okay, they all overspend. Republicans and Democrats alike, all of them overspend. Okay. one of the best quotes I ever heard was, I refuse to work for a money that can be printed by man, that can be created out of thin air by man, or something to that effect. Nico says that from Simply Bitcoin, which is a great show, by the way. Type in Simply Bitcoin. Anything that goes against the laws of math and physics, I'm not with it. Bitcoin is math, ladies and gentlemen. Gold and silver are math to an extent, but the thing about it is we don't know the numbers. We don't know how much silver there is in the world. We don't know how much gold there is in the world. We don't know how much silver is in the vaults. We don't know how much gold is at Fort Knox or in any vaults. We don't know, right? We can guess, we can estimate, but we don't know. Ain't no estimating Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pure mathematics. Fiat currency goes against the laws of physics, thermodynamics, and math. Why? Because they print as many as they want. They print out pieces of paper. They're not worthless, of course, but they make things that you purchase with those increase in price because there's more dollars chasing less goods. When do you know, what lion or tiger would you know that will literally, because it takes energy to get things, right? If I want to walk over to that tree, it takes me energy, right? If a lion wants to chase down a gazelle, he knows it's going to take energy. But what's going to happen if he gets that gazelle? He'll get more energy out of that gazelle than he would chasing it, right? That's just what it is. But if it takes him a whole bunch of energy and he has to chase down a little rabbit for 20 miles, he's not going to do it because that's an energy, he'll be in an energy deficit. He wants to be in a surplus. He wants to have a big stomach. That's what fiat currency is. Fiat currency literally is chasing a bunch of goods or a little bit of goods. The goods are getting smaller and smaller in comparison, or relatively speaking, to the dollars. It's theft, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. There's no other way to say it. You know, and gold and silver, before Bitcoin came, it was the perfect resolution. Precious metal, God's money, proof of work. You had to create it. But again, we don't know how much there is. Bitcoin is gold without all the BS with the gold. You don't have to carry it around. It moves at the speed of light, and you know exactly how much there is and what there's gonna be. The last Bitcoin is gonna be mined in the year 2140. We know that. Next year, the Bitcoin halving is coming. 900 Bitcoin a day is in the fourth epoch, 210,000 blocks. This is the fourth one. There's 900 Bitcoin a day. Every roughly around 10 minutes, 6.25 Bitcoin is being mined. And the miners are fighting for it every year or every 10 minutes, trying to crack that math equation. Because really not mining, it's hashing. Around April of next year, depending on how fast it goes, the Bitcoin halving is coming. It's gonna go from 900 a day to 450 a day. And instead of 6.25 for 10 minutes, it's gonna be 3.125 every 10 minutes. That is math, ladies and gentlemen. That's physics and that's thermodynamics. And nobody can stop it. If you try to ban Bitcoin like Simply Bitcoin says, you can only ban yourself. You can't ban it. Gold and silver are manipulated by the price on the paper market. You know damn well silver should not be 20-something dollars an ounce. We know this. Silver should be $200 an ounce. At least $200 an ounce. I'm tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of lying. I'm tired of them telling us we have free speech. I'm all about God, family, country. And we got to fight for our freedoms, ladies and gentlemen, our basic human rights. And the way you vote, of course you have to vote at the booth. I really believe that. But one way you vote, because everything's political, you vote every single day with your feet or where you live, where you lay your head, and you vote with your money. I don't buy Bitcoin and I don't buy silver. I trade fiat currency or political currency units, as Luke Broyles calls them. Political currency units. That's all they are. Fiat dollars, aka. I trade those in because they print them out every single day. I trade those in for hard money, for silver they're not making anymore. And I also trade it for the people's money, the hardest money and the best money ever made ever. And that's Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, and Satoshis. Get off of zero, learn everything you can. God bless you and your family. The link's in the description of how you can help donate to this channel. I put my heart and soul into this. If you can't donate, again, hit the like button, only if you like it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how crazy I am. And participate, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Don't sit on your hands and do what you got to do. But today, enjoy yourself. God bless those who have passed, again, and God bless you and your family. God bless this country. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And let's keep on fighting. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.